On the news tonight, members representing Amak Buari Federal Constituency, Micah Jiba, representative of Abuja South, Alhassan Sokodabo, emerged PDP candidates in the primary election. SAPE members task on peace over tenure elongation protest. And Nigeria joins the fight to end obstetric fistula. Stakeholders increase awareness. Good evening and thank you for joining us.
The delegation led by the FCTA Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola met with leaders of the affected traders from the Igbo and Hausa communities, political leaders as well as the chief of Jiwa Chiefdom. He expressed displeasure over the unfortunate incident that resulted in the destruction of lives and property, and appealed to the families to remain calm and strong in the face of the...
To give your support and cooperation so that you'll be able to restore the peace and the tranquility that this place deserves.
Representatives of the families of the victims described the visit as a welcome development, which has rekindled their hope.
And even this step was not taken by shutting down the market temporarily, honestly, we have encountered more damages.
A lokacin da yake ba mu hakuri akan wannan gakurin da yayi muka tsaya ba mu dauki wata doka a hannunmu ba mun ga abun ya taimaka muna.
Meanwhile, the day...
Now to politics. The FCT PDP primary for the 2023 senatorial position has been concluded with Senator Philip Tanimu Aduda emerging as candidate with no contender. Aisha Oba Ali reports.
That was the mood at the venue of the FCT PDP Senate primary election as part of the mandate for political parties to conduct primaries, with Senator Philip Tanimu Aduda emerging the candidate to vie for the position on the platform of the PDP. 192 delegates represented the 6 area councils with 191 accredited and 190 votes cast. The FCT Resident Electoral Commissioner Yahaya Bello, alongside other speakers, adjudged the exercise as free, fair and transparent. Senator Philip Tanimu Aduda, who was unopposed, promises to serve the people of the FCT better, but most importantly, asked the party supporters to ensure they collect their permanent voters' cards. The winners at the end of the primary will be the flag bearers of their party at the 2023 general elections. In Abuja, Aisha Oba Ali, NTE News.
Similarly, members representing Amak Buari Federal Constituency, Micah Yohana Jiba, and member representing Abuja South Federal Constituency, Alhassan Sokodabo, have both emerged PDP candidates at the just concluded PDP House of Representatives primaries held in Abuja. Ifoma Ojinta has details.
In an election held in Amak, the incumbent member representing Amak Buari Federal Constituency, Micah Yohana Jiba, polled all 68 delegate votes to beat 2 other aspirants, as announced by the returning officer.
By the powers conferred on me and my colleagues, we hereby return and declare Honorable Micah Yohana Jiba the winner of this election.
I will make sure that I carry everybody along, particularly those that contested with me. They are going to be my brothers because we are going to work together.
Let me congratulate the winner of this election, to tell him that to whom much is given, much is expected.
The FCT Independent National Electoral Commission monitored the process.
For anybody who has witnessed this activity, he will know that there is a proper, adherence to internal democracy. There was complete law and order.
Meanwhile, the primary for Abuja South Federal Constituency was held in Kuje Area Council, with the incumbent member representing Abuja South Federal Constituency, Alhassan Sokodabo, clinching the party's ticket after polling 72 votes, beating his closest rival, Mustafa Adamu Danze, who polled 26 votes. Ibrahim Daniel, 22 votes, while Michael Jigo polled 2 votes, and 1 invalid vote was recorded.
Mr. Usman Hassan Sokodobo, having scored the highest number of votes, I hereby, as the chairman of the electoral panel, declare him the winner of this primary election for Abuja South Federal Constituency.
It was perfectly from the
The winners will be flying the PDP flag during the 2023 general elections. Ifoma Ojinta, NTA News.
Still on politics, a frontline APC presidential aspirant, Senator Ibukunle Amosun, has taken his consultation on his aspiration to be the next president of Nigeria to Jigawa State, where he told APC delegates that he is the most enterprising and sellable aspirant for the job that requires integrity, experience, and foresight, which he possesses. Abdullahi Ajia reports that the former governor of Ogun State was well received by the government and the people of Jigawa State.
Like the saying goes, many are called, few are chosen. For Senator Ibukunle Amosun, he will be the chosen one at the APC presidential primary, just as his presidential campaign team lands in Dutse, Jigawa State capital, for consultations with stakeholders and delegates amidst warm reception. Getting to business, the former Ogun State governor and his team headed for the government house, where they were received by Governor Badru Abubakar, who led the entourage to the Emir of Dutse's palace, where Senator Amosun asked for royal blessings. Thereafter, the campaign team interacted with the state's delegates at the Manpower Development Institute, with the presidential aspirant telling party men and women of his vision to turn around the challenges of the moment to the prosperity of the future. He presented himself willing and ready to serve the country.
Working around the clock to ensure that we have adequate security. This insecurity that is happening is taking a lot of shine from the wonderful work that this government is doing. We must ensure that our economy will include all of those things that we made our people, our young ones, even the elderly, to work. We will ensure that unemployment will be a thing of the past.
Jigawa State Governor assured Senator Amosun of his support based on his leadership credentials and their common political beliefs in the Buhari administration and leadership.
He's one of the finest governors produced in this country. He's dedicated to the cause of President Muhammad Buhari.
As the campaign train looks forward to the next destination, Senator Amosun remains confident of victory at the APC presidential primary. Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
Meanwhile, the traditional rulers of Garki Chiefdom, the Sapeyi Usman Ngakupi, has appealed to the subject to remain calm, to allow legal process decide over the area council tenure elongation and not to disrupt public peace. Abdullahi Ajia reports that the Sapeyi's appeal was during a sensitization emergency meeting with his council members, youth and community representatives.
This is an emergency sensitization meeting of the Garki Chiefdom, coming on the heels of street protest following the FCT administration's decision to obey a court ruling restraining it from swearing in new council officials.
Nobody is against swearing in the new elected members, but the case is already before the court. They shall allow the court to look into the challenges so that they see how this matter will be addressed. Nobody is above the law. We have enlightened them to let them understand what is going on.
The Sape in his caution directed district, village and community heads as well as youth groups to, as a matter of urgency, prevail over their words and followers to desist from staging any form of protest that is capable of bringing about civil unrest in the territory that is known for peaceful coexistence.
As from now, we don't want to hear any anarchy or any protest, because eventually if we allow this thing to happen, it may likely consume lives, property will be destroyed because some people will decide to hijack their protest. So we should all allow peace to reign.
The custodian of the people's tradition also advised politicians not to take advantage of the situation to divide the people. Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
Away from politics now. Each year, between 50 and 100,000 women worldwide are affected by obstetric fistula, of the most serious tragic injuries that occur during childbirth. It is estimated that 2 to 3 million young women live with untreated fistula in developing countries, Nigeria inclusive. Hawagimba takes a look at the 2022 theme with a vision to ending obstetric fistula totally.
Countries around the world who mark the inaugural International Day to End Obstetric Fistula on the 23rd of May is in an effort to raise awareness and support the devastating injury that may occur during childbirth. Experts say prolonged labor can lead to a hole of fistula in the birth canal, leading to a hole causing uncontrollable leakage of feces in women and girls. It is estimated that 2 to 3 million women and girls in the developing world still suffer from fistula, and more than 50,000 new cases every year. Obstetric fistula, many say, is a preventable and treatable condition. In Nigeria, more than 1 million women experience obstetric fistula, with a prevalence rate of about 3.2 per 1,000. The United Nations member states adopted a resolution to end fistula by 2030. To this end, the theme for this year's observance is End Fistula Now, Invest in Quality Health Care, Empower Communities. Obstetric fistula is a development and public health issue, but it is also a human rights issue, one that grants everyone the right to health and a life of dignity. Hawagimba, NTA News.
In a world where you can be anything, choose to make more out of it. So, whether you're a corporate, individual business, or entrepreneur, you can make the extra cash you need by signing up as an Access Closer agent to provide common banking services like cash withdrawal, cash transfer, buy airtime, bill payment, account opening, deposit money in your neighborhood. To register, all you need is to visit any Access Bank branch with a valid identification card, your NIN, your utility bill, your business registration documents, and a minimum capital of 50,000 naira. Access, more than banking.
Red and black. Just a moment. The refrigerator. Hello? Sunday. Sunday.
Yes, my guy.
Come. 1,000 naira. Buy me Airtel recharge card. You have what I said. 1,000 naira.
Okay.
The rechargeable of this are no problem. We have it. What color?
My guy.
Thank you. Yes. Hey! Sunday don't finish me. I say 1,000 naira recharge card. You carry 8,000 naira of my money, go load them. Because money there your hand, Abi.
Oga, no. As I load the 1,000 naira, I use Airtel Ovajara, turn them to 8,000 naira, just like that.
Ta! Ovajara.
Get 8 times the value of any recharge, plus double data and 1,000 naira activation bonus when you buy a new SIM.
Sunday, go buy us. Okay. And make sure say they put Ovajara for you.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
And on sports, Nigeria's Flying Eagles emerged champions of the WAFU B Under-20 tournament as Manchester City takes the 2021-2022 Premier League Cup. Details with Wayne Dogo.
The Nigerian Flying Eagles arrived at Abuja Sunday after winning the WAFU B Under-20 title. The Flying Eagles were victorious among the 8 countries that participated at the WAFU B Under-20 tournament in Niamey, in Niger. In the meantime, match day at the Nigerian Professional Football League saw table toppers Rivers United record a 1-0 win in the title race on Sunday. Kano Pillars returned with their winning ways with a 3-1 win over Heartland at the Moshood Abiola Stadium. Nasarawa, Akwa United and Katsina United claimed wins over Wiki Tourists, Niger Tornadoes and Eimba. Meanwhile, Manchester City are now crowned 2021-2022 Premier League champions after coming from 2 goals down to beat Aston Villa 3-2 at the Etihad Stadium on Sunday, while Liverpool were denied the league title despite coming from behind to beat Wolves 3-1 at Anfield. Away from football, Nigeria's Odinaya Adekuroye has claimed her 7th straight gold medal at the African Wrestling Championship in Morocco. Adekuroye moved up the 59 kg category over Kingsley Hoseta, a Tunisian opponent, 12-2 via superiority on the final day. To tennis, Day 1 of the French Open saw Canadian Felix Allison fought back 2 sets down to beat Peru's Juan Pablo 2-6, 2-6, 6-1, 6-3 and moved up into the second round. With Sports Brief, Wayne Dogo, NTA News.
And that concludes the English segment of the news tonight. But don't go away as translation is coming up next. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Yuzo wawai wonana wo abada pepepe ishanda jezuma onewa wabangai ngabye no bokun bibi municipal gwamnati bibi a kinzin na bedo mpoyayan Mika Yohana Jiba bedo no a kinzin na santaboyan Alhassan Shekodobo babane yi azaki no party na ikoge PDP osa no abe ni akin azache no party he peje Monsinya nanu ekizinda Beza beda wachige abanu azata kwekoyon konbeji pese kwa mwaje tunu iwiga emikun sape yi garkinya shoko mwasa Usman nka kopi nkugna owazage baku amubwa baku GP bawo abanu wadabokun kwada ntuko tunu osabebo nu abe ashipejeda nu agomnata abibi nanu ekizinda ye nkoyin Abdullahi Ajia nwale sheba webe na wedai wangenge sape yi we dadenu nsai nu wobe jin we ga aza abekan ya yeji jejeyan nwayi abianiya bedenu aza de nazaje nu ajiba wada de nu ntigana aipe agunya abi ani bela kun penu zukoluko bangenge batayon wasa nu abangenge ata atebe ku ashipe da ana tuntun jinya jinyu aza mbanu yepe lolo no sapa nai lafiya ya babe nya dokui nge nanu oye dehe ayin koza onya nkolaka dubu shitun koilo taji gban kakara ba no nya sain lo kwa wan aza to opa kwashan za pefiyun wasanu za ni we ma ebi encheyin hawa jimba wagage okona wige nanu nyata aza nlo million ngun aba koilo ngun ata numba na ya san lelo nje abi ayinkoi numba ta pe lo ba ta jin ko shipe lo nche na jin ayi yejie na bai aga aza ayokan ya ntigana asanu za yashi wa amwasa to we kagan ko ni kwa jin be ko yin abe bai babo wolelenu saisu
masu kallo da sararin mu assalamu alaikum barkamu da labaran yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Yan majalisun Abuja masu wakiltar Amak Buhari da kudancin Abuja Mika Jiba da Alhassan Sokodabo sun samu nasara a zaben fidda gwani na jam'iyyar PDP inda suka kasance zababben 'yan takarar majalisar wakilai na jam'iyyar PDP da aka kammala a nan Abuja. Wakilin Ifoma Ajinta ta shaida mana cewa Mika Jiba ya sami dukkan ƙuri'u 68 inda ya kayar da 'yan takara biyu kamar yadda sakataren jam'iyyar ya sanar. haka kuma a zaben mazaɓar kudancin Kaduna da aka yi a Kuje, shugaba mai ci Alhassan Sokodabo ya buge abokan hamayyarsa Mustapha Adamu Danze da ƙuri'u 72, inda shi kuma ya sami 26, Ibrahim Daniel ya sami 22. Sarkin Garki Usman Ngakufe ya roƙi al'umma cewa su kwantar da hankalinsu su bar kotu ta zartar da hukunci akan ƙarin wa'adin mulkin jagororin Abuja, kada su tada hankalinsu ko kaɗan. Wakilinmu Abdullahi Yaje ya kawo mana rahoto cewa sarkin ya bayyana haka ne a lokacin da ya yi taron gaggawa da 'yan majalisarsa matasa da sauran al'umma, inda suka ya buƙaci matasa da masu zanga-zangar lumana a titunan Abuja bayan dakatar da rantsar da zababbin shugabanni masu jiran gado har kotu ta yanke hukunci, inda ya ce su kwantar da hankalinsu kada su ɗauki doka a hannu. A kowace shekara ana samun mata tsakanin 50,000 zuwa 100 a faɗin duniya waɗanda ke samun muguwar cutar yoyon fitsari, wadda akasari ke faruwa ga yara a lokacin da aka haife su. Wakilar Hawa Gimba ta rawaito mana cewa an yi kiyasi cewa yaran mata miliyan 2 zuwa 3 ne ke rayuwa da ciwon a ƙasashen da suka ci gaba da suka hada da Najeriya. A takaice abin da za mu iya kawo muku kenan a labaran yau, sai kuma gobe idan Allah ya kai mu asuba ta gari.
Ya wuchekwala ọzọ n'oge akụkọ ụwa. Onye ji nke abalị a bụ m Chisom Soniwo Okafọ. Ka anyị gaa n'iru. Onye omeiwu ukwu ala anyị na-anọchite anya Amak Buhari na nzukọ omeiwu ala anyị Maka Yohana Jiba nakwa nke na-achịta anya mpaghara ọwụwa anyanwụ nke obodo abụọ Abuja Alhassan Sokodabo enwetala mmeri dịka ndị otu ọchịchị PDP mechara ntụliaka onye ga-eji otu ọchịchị ha zọọ ọkwa ọchịchị n'obodo ndị a bụ nke mere na Abuja. Ifeọmaji Ntụ onye ọrụ anyị sonyere n'oge ntụliaka ndị a ma kwuo na ụlọ ọrụ obodo abụọ FCT na-ahụ maka ntụliaka lekọtara ntụliaka ebe ndị a nwetara mmeri ga-eji aha otu ọchịchị PDP azụ ọkwa ọchịchị n'afọ 2023. Onye eze ọdịnala nke Gariki Sape Usman Ngakupe arịọla ndị ọ na-achị arịrịọ ka ha daa jụụ ma nye ụlọ ikpe ohere ikpebi ihe ha chọrọ dịka o si emetụ mgbatị nke afọ ọchị nke ndị isi oche ọchịchị ime obodo ma kwụsị imetụ udo ndị mmadụ aka. Abdulhaji onye ọrụ anyị na-akọ akwụ na onye Sape ya rịọrọ arịrịọ ya n'oge ya na ndị oso eze achị, ndị ntorobịa na ndị nnọchiteanya ndị isi ime obodo nwere nzukọ ebe ọ dụrụ ndị ndọrọ ndọrọ ọchịchị ọdụ ka ha ghara iji ohere a na-etinye nkewa n'ebe ụmụafọ ma ọ bụ ndị bi n'obodo a dị. Kwa afọ ihe dịka ụmụ nwaanyị 50 ruo 100 na-anwụ n'ụwa niile n'ihi ọrịa a na-enwe dịka nwaanyị were ọtụtụ oge n'ịmụ nwa, bụ nke na-eme ka mmiri na-enweghị nchekwa na-apụ n'ahụ nwaanyị. Dịka nyocha siri dị, ihe ruru nde ntorobịa ndị inyom ka nwere ọrịa nke a na-agwọghị agwọ n'ụwa niile, bụ nke ala anyị bụ Naijiria so na ya. Hawa Gimba lebara anya n'ụbọchị taa bụ ụbọchị ahazi iji kwụsị ọrịa ma kwuo na ọrịa nwere ọgwụgwọ, bụ nke onye ọbụla nwere onwe ya inweta ọgwụgwọ ya iji kwụsị ọrịa ọjọọ a. Gbadala maka iso anyị. Ndewo.
ṣe tí bọ̀yẹ́ láti lè ṣe amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún l'Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn. Àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ aṣojú-ṣòfin nílé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin kékeré fún ẹkùn Amak Buhari ìyẹn Mika Yohana Jiba pẹ̀lú aṣojú-ṣòfin fún ẹkùn gúúsù Alhassan Sokodabo ni wọ́n ti jáwé olúborí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹni tí yóò ṣojú ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú alábùradà PDP nínú ìbò onípele kìíní ìyẹn primary tó wáyé nílùú Àbújá gẹ́gẹ́ bí Ifeoma Jinta aṣojúkọ̀rin wa ṣe jábọ̀ rẹ̀. baálẹ̀ ìletò Gàrèkí Sapeyi Usman Ngakupi ti rawọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ sí àwọn ènìyàn rẹ̀ láti jáwé àgbéjẹ́ sọ́wọ́ kí wọ́n sì jẹ́ kí ìlànà òfin gbilẹ̀ látàrí àríyànjiyàn àti rògbòdìyàn lórí àsúnsíwájú ìgbà lórí àlééfà àwọn tó ń ṣojú ṣòfin fún wọn lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Abdullahi Ajiya aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa jábọ̀ wípé Sapeyi náà pàrọwà yìí níbi ìpàdépọ̀ onípàjáwìrì tó wáyé pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀dọ́ langba ti ìletò ọ̀hún. Lọ́dọọdún ó tó 50 sí 100 lọ́nà ẹgbẹ̀rún àwọn obìnrin jákèjádò àgbáyé tí wọ́n máa ń lùgbàdì àìsàn obstetrics fistula tí ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wọn lákòókò ìbísí. Aṣojúkọ̀ròyìn wa Àwa Gimba ṣàlàyé pé ó lé ní mílíọ̀nù 3 àwọn ọ̀dọ́bìnrin tó ń gbé pẹ̀lú irúfẹ́ àìsàn yìí jákèjádò àgbáyé ní èyí tí kò yọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà kúrò. Àfisẹ́yìn tẹ́gùn fiṣọ àìsàn yìí ni wọ́n fọ́nrẹ́rẹ́ rẹ̀ bí wọ́n ṣe ń sàmì ayẹyẹ àìsàn yìí lágbàáyé tó sì wà lẹ́nu gbogbo àwọn ènìyàn tó wà níbi ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún wípé àfi kó dópin kí àlàáfíà àti ìrọ̀rùn ó bá gbogbo obìnrin bó ti wù kó rí i. tó lóye ọ̀hún kò ní jù báyìí lọ o èmi ló ní kó mọ́ àgbọ̀n ṣàlẹ̀ lórí họ́wùhọ́wù èmi rẹ̀ lájọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yìí o ẹ jẹ́ àṣẹ kó dára ọkọ̀ kọ́lá òjì o kásùn láyọ̀.